Um, yeah, I've always learned something from every guest that I have, and it's just I guess I can say one thing that I have learned is I actually learned a lot. Oh, I want to say a couple things I learned is one, being consistent. You know, a lot of us um, we start business or we start projects. Um, excuse me. We start jobs, and because of our mindset, like because of our mindset, and because people around us, we have this negative, like basically aura towards the job right away. We have this negative aura towards the project or this business. Like, okay, if I don't make this kind of money in 6 months, this is not for me. If I don't do that, this is not for me. And and those who have won a podcast, most of them, all of them are still working in their different respective industry, and the reason why most of them have, has all of them has grown so successfully is consistently. Like despite the, things not working right for them, people not believing them, not having the right resource, um, they still made it happen. God still allowed them to make things happen. Like one specifically, I can think of right now. Um, I did a podcast with Carlene. She's basically a baker, and she wanted to start a business. She prayed about it, and basically God let her to start a business. And the funny thing about that podcast, she didn't actually before she started a business, she didn't bake, so she didn't bake at all. So she prayed, and she believed that God told her to start baking, and so she practiced for a couple of months, you know, before she actually started a business. And during that time, she mentioned that she didn't really think it was that great, and she would have a friend taste it, and she was surprised all the different feedback things she was getting. And when she started, you know, then she had like sellout weekends. Like every weekend, she's literally booked out with some things. And imagine she stopped when she stopped. Even when you want to talk about somebody who we can all, I guess, say we all know, is you can think of. I like to watch basketball a lot. I guess I'm making a lot of reference to basketball. LeBron James or even Kobe Bryant. Um, Injuries happen. You know, misplays happens where somebody's supposed to miss the shot, make the shot, didn't make the shot. But the reason why they're great, or we consider them, one of the greats, is because they consistent with when they didn't even give up. Kobe always came after you. He may lose the championship last year, but you know you're gonna see his face next in the Western Conference again. Same thing with LeBron. You know you're gonna see his face sometime again, and you know he's gonna come back much stronger and then. So he's like, it's also going back to what I say. Every season, you need to understand what's going on, because life, a lot of the perception social media try to portray is that everybody's living so lavishly, all these celebrities are making money. Mind you, I'm gonna keep on saying this statistic, only 9% of people make 100K. So somebody's lying on social media about how much money they make.